The story of One Piece has been running for more than 25 years, and during that time, many things have been presented in the series. One example is how Luffy meets various characters. Some of them later joined the Straw Hats, some later became their allies. Apart from that, Luffy also has to deal with various characters. However, what's interesting is that some of the villains Luffy once faced are now his allies. But before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell, or you will miss future anime videos. Mr. 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞𝐧𝐬𝐞 is a former agent of Baroque Works led by 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞𝐧𝐬𝐞. Even though he was originally one of Luffy's villains in the Alabasta arc, then their relationship began to change. They have become very close friends. Luffy and 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞 meet again when Luffy infiltrates Impel Down to save Ace. There's something touching in this incident, where Bon is willing to sacrifice his life to save Luffy. 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞 was thought to be dead before it was discovered that he was still alive and was in prison level 5.5 in place of Ivankov. Many fans hope that Oda will again present a reunion moment of these two characters. Like 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐞, Vivi was also originally part of Baroque Works. She has the nickname Miss All Sunday. However, this changed after Luffy and the others found out that Vivi's reason for being part of Baroque Works was for cover-ups. Vivi did that on purpose to protect and prevent 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐜 from destroying Alabasta. After knowing all the facts, Luffy himself actually helps Vivi with her mission, and even at the end of the arc, Luffy invites Vivi to join the Straw Hat crew. Nefertari Vivi is actually an unofficial member of the Straw Hats, because in the Alabasta arc, Luffy had asked Vivi to join. However, for the time being, Vivi chose to stay in her kingdom and take care of things until the time was right to join. Hatchin is a former member of the Arlong pirate crew who also hurt the residents of Kikoyoshi village. In fact, he even had a feud with Nami. On the other hand, Hatchin is also known as one of the strongest enemies Roronoa Zoro has ever faced. Hatchin became the first person to face Zoro using more than 2 swords. Hatchin was the first to test Zoro's strength and abilities. Even so, Hatchin himself is now no longer evil. He actually became an ally of Luffy and also the Straw Hat Pirates. We can see this in the Sabaody arc, where he and Cammy actually helped Luffy find Rayleigh. On the other hand, Luffy is even willing to beat the Celestial Dragon and face the Admiral to help Hatchin. In the One Piece series, Bellamy has a long history of feuding with Luffy. The two of them have been involved in several fights. For example, in the 𝐋𝐢𝐜𝐜𝐜 arc, we saw how they fought because Bellamy mocked Luffy's dream and also his dream of being able to go to a sky island. Bellamy himself once again appeared in the Dressrosa arc, where he became part of the Don Quixote crew. However, after the fight against Luffy, Bellamy finally turned into a much better person. He even started to agree and support what would become Luffy's dream. In addition, Bellamy also ends up joining the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Of course, it will be interesting to see Bellamy reappear at the end of the One Piece series. How Nico Robin joined the Straw Hats is perhaps one of the most heartwarming stories in the series. Nico Robin joined the Straw Hats at the end of the Alabasta arcs. She really wanted to die, and Luffy chose to help her and prevent Robin from dying. With nowhere else to go, Nico Robin finally asked Luffy to accept her as his crew. Major incident then occurred in Water 7. CP9 managed to track down Robin and asked her to surrender. Although Robin refuses at first, she is forced to agree due to the threat of the Buster Call. In order to save the lives of the other crew members, Robin decided to agree to the request. However, after learning that Robin was missing, in the end Luffy and the Straw Hats went to save Robin, and this became one of the most touching moments. Luffy is famous for his ability to get everyone around him to want to help him. In fact, this figure has never met or even communicated before with Luffy. It is Luffy's attitude and stance that might make these villains finally want to become allies and join Luffy.